Before part 2 begins, let's give a quick recap to part 1 of my trip to New Orleans. I hit up the World War II National Museum and had an amazing time there. We got to cross off 4 items on our list of New Orleans cuisines to try, and I also hit up 5 places, including Cochin Butcher, Guy's Po' Boys, Piccola Gelateria, Susie's Soul House, and Bakery Bar. So with that out of the way, let's get part 2 started. And it is day 2 here in New Orleans. It's very foggy this morning. And I'm rocking the Macho Man shirt. Ooh yeah, this is gonna be a big day here. Gonna have a lot of fun activities lined up, more food. We're gonna go explore Bourbon, Canal Street, all that stuff later on. We're gonna go at night though. But we'll find things to do in the meantime. It's gonna be a fun day. Let's get this bad boy started. Let's go! So your boy hopped on a streetcar to get his second day in New Orleans started. As I made my way downtown, I got to my first stop of day 2, which is here off Canal Street, a major street in New Orleans. My friends, this is Zesty Creole. Zesty Creole is a restaurant dishing out all kinds of New Orleans flavors and dishes. I was so excited to try them out. And my first stop is Zesty Creole. I'm gonna get myself some breakfast. I think I'm gonna get something with gator because this is New Orleans, and gator and New Orleans kind of synonymous with each other. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Thank you. So I got the blackened gator, and I got some Creole jambalaya and a biscuit. Damn. Look at all that. This looks absolutely tremendous. So now this is 2 more things I get to cross off on that list. It's pretty rad. Woo. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone on this one. Let's go. So we get to update this graphic and cross off jambalaya and alligator on our list. This is their blackened gator meal, seasoned and grilled gator sausage, a fresh house-made biscuit, and Creole jambalaya. Let's go. I'm trying some of this jambalaya. It looks like it has chicken, shrimp, and andouille in it. This bad boy is loaded. Look at the steam. Woo-hoo. Oh, andouille's cooked perfectly. So many seasonings in this rice. Look at that. Oh my god. Dude, I can mess this thing up just like this. I'm trying to find a piece with shrimp. There we go. Look at that. There's so much flavor with this. The chicken and the andouille's cooked perfectly. Look at that. That jambalaya is grade A delicious. Now I'm a little excited to try the gator. I only ever had the fried gator before. There you go. It's the blackened gator.
Maybe 12 minutes? That's okay?
Ooh. So now, the texture. Right there. It tastes, if I had to narrow it down, it tastes almost a bit like pork in a way. And way more lean. It's pretty damn good, dude. Then you get the seasonings from when it's blackened. That just adds another punch of flavor. I also got these two sauces here. I'm gonna dip the gator into them. That was cool, right? Here we go. Ooh. So this sauce, the tang plays very well off the blackened seasonings of the gator. Look at that. And this is the last bite of the one gator piece there. It's a lot of food to start the day. I did not forget about that biscuit. Look at that bad boy. Oh my God. Oh, that's good. Cooked perfectly. Very fluffy. Look at that. The gator right there. Look at that. This is delicious, man. Very good. So good, man. So good. And here's the last bit of that gator. Bam. And then all I have left is this jambalaya. It's delicious. Look at that. And here's the last scoop of that jambalaya. And I gotta give Zesty Creole, that's double thumbs up. Service is great. Food packed a huge punch of flavor. Awesome. Look. That was about 15 pounds of food I just ate. Dense New Orleans food. Check them out. They're here off Canal Street. They're delicious.
Your boy loved the vibes of Canal Street here in downtown New Orleans. I can't wait to experience it later at nighttime.
Zesty Creole was awesome. Service was great. Food packed a punch, but your boy, he's gonna have to head to the gym. I ate so much yesterday, just ate a great meal there. I gotta work some of this off because I gotta keep the gains up too. Look at, woo! NOLA gains, let's go. Catch y'all after. Woo! So I went to the gym. Your boy got the chest, a little bit of the triceps in there. It was a great session. Got to work off all the calories of all the awesome food that I've consumed so far here in New Orleans. But the next place I want to go to isn't open until about 11:30 or so. So I'm gonna go walk around Crescent Park here and explore for a little bit. So let's do that thing, man.
This is Crescent Park. Crescent Park is a really cool trail along the Mississippi River that offers awesome views along its 1.4-mile long trail.
There's people ahead listening to Dancing Queen by ABBA. I'm joining them.
This is the Petey Street Bridge. Now this bridge is also known as the Rusty Rainbow Bridge by the locals and offers tons of cool views of downtown New Orleans and of the Mississippi River from the top.
And this is a super cool view you get right here of the river and the bridge that crosses over from New Orleans.
Yeah.
His view of the New Orleans skyline is very postcard-esque, from atop the rusty Rainbow Bridge.
Go by a pier here in Crescent Park, and you get to see the skyline. That, and you can see the bridge. So cool here. So cool.
I spent a lot of time just relaxing, soaking in the views of the Mississippi River. Something about large bodies of water just soothes and relaxes me so much. Maybe I'm Aquaman.
Beautiful views of the New Orleans skyline and of the Mississippi River. Absolutely breathtaking. I'm happy I walked here along the trail to see that. Go top the rusty Rainbow Bridge. Awesome stuff. Now next, we're gonna go get some more food. There's a place I've been keeping tabs on. Let's get to that.
Our next stop here in New Orleans is in the Bywater neighborhood off Royal and Mazant. My friends, this is The Joint. The Joint has a really cool rustic interior, and as they say, The Joint is always smoking. Some of the best barbecue New Orleans has to offer. The inside was homey and gave out such a cool vibe. But your boy has to enjoy patio weather in December. Yeah.
And I made it here to The Joint. As the sign says, they're always smoking. Literally, I'm right here by the smoker. Look at that. Whew. I just smell it. It's laying the rock bottom on my nostrils. It smells fantastic. I can't wait to get it. I wanted the burnt ends, but they're not quite ready yet, so I just ended up getting brisket. Because I love my brisket, man. I kid you not, I ordered this like 5 minutes ago and it already came. So I got the baked beans, it's the cornbread, and that brisket. Look at that.
This is the beef brisket plate with a side of baked beans, cornbread, a piece of bread, and this awesomely tender brisket. Woo!
And as per most barbecue places, got sauces to try. Can't wait to use those. Let's give this bad boy a whirl. First thing we're trying are these beans here. Ah, look at that. Woo. So, these beans, and that's some brown sugar in them. Very sweet. It looks like they use white beans actually. That's a nice little twist on it. These are delicious. The seasoning's outrageous. I was told by locals here, all the food has flavor, and they're not lying. This is like a Manny Pacquiao right hook to my taste buds. Woo! The cornbread. Soul food and barbecue and cornbread goes hand in hand. It's like peanut butter and jelly, Tom and Jerry, and everybody thinking I'm not Filipino. Oh, look at that. Golden brown deliciousness. Oh man. All the food coming out. It smells fantastic. Tastes fantastic, but it's just flaky. Look at that. Cooked up perfectly. Just a nice bit of sweetness to it. Not overwhelming at all. You guys know I love my brisket. It's my absolute favorite meat to get at barbecue. Look at that bad boy. Look at the bark on it. Passes the bend test. Oh. There we go, I corralled it. Look at that. That is tremendous. Look at the smoke ring on this thing too, right there. Ooh, this tastes like the Q I had at in Honolulu and at Terry Black's in Texas. At Sunset Texas Barbecue in Honolulu. This brisket is right up there with those two. It's fantastic. Look at that. The bark. There's a better view to bark than I showed earlier. Look at that. So that brisket, me and that bad boy are gonna go for a dance. Just us. This cornbread and these beans are fantastic, but I want to finish those first, and then we're gonna eat the rest of the brisket, and I'm gonna try the sauce with it as well. Cornbread. Should I just one bite it? Why not? Oh, great stuff. Beans are out of this world good. You have what looks like that. You see it? They cut up probably some jalapenos, some onions in here as well. I'm not sure if it's jalapenos. We just took the seeds out, but it's delicious. And there's the final bite of the cornbread. Look at that. So good. Now just working on the beans. And here's the last bit of the beans here. So now the cornbread and the beans are gone. Those beans are outrageous. So now it's just this brisket. I do have this bread, so I'm gonna put a slice of brisket right there. And there you go. And I'm gonna try some of this barbecue sauce with it. Oof. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Look at that. I have somehow a cut on my finger, and this is absolutely burning it. And there we go. So that brisket is really super tender. And then this barbecue sauce here. Some kick to it, some tang. I like it. Some more. Look at that, man. And there's a last bite with the bread and the brisket. Dynamite. Look at that. That is fantastic. I'm gonna try this other few with this. There you go, the sauce. This one seems almost more vinegar based. I like it. Man. It's pretty darn tasty. There you go. That is outrageous. Look at that. Man, the brisket with this is delicious. Now here comes my favorite part of the brisket. I don't get it very often, which is weird. I get the very end piece of the brisket. Look at the bark. Bam. Doesn't it kind of look like a bird? You see there's the beak. There's its chest. Look at the tail. Kind of looks like a bird, right? I'm eating it. Excuse me. I'm eating it. Don't matter. Bam. And this the final bite of everything here. Brisket was fantastic. And I gotta give the joint, man, that's a double thumbs up. Food was great, service is awesome, and the smells. I think this might be what The Rock was always smelling when he's like, if you smell. It was the joint. But check them out if you're in New Orleans. Great barbecue. You won't be disappointed.
Before we head out from the joint, they were kind enough to show me their smoker and some of the meats that they had on it. This was awesome, and I really appreciate them taking time out of their day for this.
The rotisserie system.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys use?
It's oak.
Oak. That makes sense. A lot of oak trees here.
Yep. I got pork butts over there, ribs, and then brisket here, and then your chicken all the way on the end.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That was awesome. That's the second place that's given me like a little behind the scenes tour thing. Everybody out here is so nice. Love it. Check out the joint if you're in New Orleans. I'm gonna walk along the river some more, and we're gonna head towards downtown New Orleans. So let's do that.
So we head back out again after that awesome barbecue to walk back along the Mississippi River. I decided to go back along the Crescent Park Trail and make my way towards the downtown area of New Orleans. Along the way, we got more views of the New Orleans skyline, and you get to see just how wide the Mississippi River is at certain points. So cool. This bridge here offered even more cool views once you got to the top of it. And I gotta say that the metalwork here made for really cool shadows you could use for pictures. Look at that.
And this is super cool here because you can look through the metal here and see downtown right there. Super cool.
Walking along Peter Street here, and there were so many shops and vendors out. It was a beautiful day in December. It was in the 70s at this point. Your boy loved the vibes. So many people kicking back, relaxing. There was so much live music going on. New Orleans is definitely a vibe and a half, and your boy was all for it. This was such an awesome part of my trip. And after a bit of a walk, we make it here to St. Anne Street, where we make our way to Jackson Square. Jackson Square is a national landmark, and it's home to awesome things such as the St. Louis Cathedral. Jackson Square is named after General Andrew Jackson, who's immortalized as a statue overlooking the park in his namesake.
And I hung around here at Jackson Square for a little bit. Great time. You know, I took some photos around here and I also help people do that. That's something I get pleasure out of for some reason, is taking pictures of people for them. But I'm gonna go back to my hotel for a bit, recharge my things, recharge myself. We'll be back out here at nighttime. Bourbon Street, Canal Street, all that fun stuff. We'll be out here. Catch y'all then. And I went to my hotel, again, recharge my cameras, my phone, myself. I'm ready to go get some more food. We're back here in the heart of downtown New Orleans. Let's get some food, then let's explore Bourbon, Canal, all those fun streets at nighttime. It's the best time to experience them. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Easy like that, like that. Okay, that was bad. Let's get food.
Our next stop is here in the heart of the French Quarter in downtown New Orleans, and it is here off St. Philip Street. My friends, this is MRB Bar and Kitchen. MRB offers a super cool vibe, as you guys can see here, but they're probably best known for their courtyard seating. super cool setting. It was such an upbeat vibe here, and I dug it. But your boy figured out what he wanted to order, so he made his way to the counter to order.
So I made it here to MRB Bar Kitchen. This is in the heart of downtown New Orleans. Put my order in, got the buzzer. Look at that. I got some oysters, so that's another thing that we can cross off on the list that I made of things I want to try of popular food in New Orleans.
Foodies, we get to check off another item on this list. Let's scratch off oysters. We are making good progress.
So I got my oysters here. I got a dozen charbroiled ones. Look at that. They look delicious.
These are our MRB char-grilled oysters. Louisiana oysters topped with garlic butter, Parmesan cheese, and then char-grilled. Bam!
These oysters here, so it is Parmesan cheese, garlic butter, and breadcrumbs, and then of course the charbroil. Look at that. Let's do this. There you go. This oyster right there. Alright, so immediately taste the Parmesan cheese and the garlic butter. I don't know why I put that fork down to grab another one. Don't wonder. I do weird things. I vlog everywhere I go. It's kind of weird, but I like it. So, anyways, this is awesome. I love the charbroiled oysters. It's delicious. There's another right there. Now, I haven't had oysters very much. I did have them in Mississippi, but this is very good. Look at that. It's awesome. Now, I don't have like a ton of experience with eating oysters and all that, but this is very, very good. Focus, there you go. Look at that. Parmesan cheese, breadcrumbs. Super good. You know what I'm doing with this every video. With lime or lemon.
You know the deal with lemon on my seafood. It's a must. Look at that. Woo!
You know, all the food I ate earlier, the gator, the jambalaya, the brisket, these oysters, it all goes for the gains. Bam! Oh, look at that. Sorry, I had to look down because I smelled the oysters when I'm doing it. There we go. Oyster right there. Man, like the Parmesan cheese and the garlic butter in this thing. It's very good. And the oysters are like super chewy. I think that's how it's supposed to be. When it's charbroiled, it's delicious. Bam. Look at that. Oh, and squeezing a lemon on it gives it an extra flavor profile. Delicious. Oh. And here's some of the bread they gave with me. Right there. They charbroiled with the bread too. That's awesome. Oh, nice fluffy bread. Very good. I like it. And here's the last piece of the bread. Now so some of these oysters here. There you go. There you go. I'm not quite chucking them like a pro would, but they're still really, really darn good. There you go. Yeah.
And admittedly, you know, I'm pretty open-minded with all the different food I can eat. I don't know if I'm ready for raw oysters yet. Because the charbroiled ones are pretty darn good. There you go. Get that one. And this is the last oyster. Unfortunately, they're delicious. Look at that. Originally, I only wanted to do a half dozen. I'm glad I did the dozen because they're so good. There you go. And I'm gonna give MRB thumbs up. Let's make it double. You know, they're very busy, they're swamped right now. And they got my oysters out pretty quick. It's awesome, I appreciate that. Check them out if you guys are ever in downtown New Orleans, you know, in between bar hopping and all that, and you get hungry. MRB, I believe they're open till like 4 a.m. on some days. I don't know if it's all of them, but give them a whirl. The oysters were awesome. All right, and what'd you guys think of them oysters? I thought they're tremendous. And let's go get another small thing to eat before we start to explore.
Our final stop of day 2 in New Orleans is here off Decatur Street, right across from Washington Artillery Park. My friends, this is Bond's New Orleans street food. Such a cool setting with the seating outside here. You make your way inside and then you place your order at the counter. Then they'll bring it out to you. Super cool.
So I made it here to my next destination. This is Bond's. And so I could get one thing and cross off my list. Let's make it 2. I got Bourbon egg rolls, and Bourbon's a sausage that's very popular here in New Orleans. I just got it in an egg roll form, put a little twist on it, like Meagles with the stir fry. Twist your wrist like it. And I also got myself a snowball. So that's 2 more things to cross off that list. Making great progress on this bad boy, aren't we?
For the last time on day 2, we have to update the list. We get to cross off Bourbon and getting a snowball.
This part 1. Go. Woo, thank you. I got the snowball. This one's blue coconut. Now this is very popular in New Orleans. Man, this thing's delicious. Very similar to a shave ice. Look at that. Wow, that's good. This is also just a small. And this thing is humongous. No, it kind of looks like a pillow. Thing is huge. I don't know how to attack this thing. I'm just biting the top so it stops spilling.
These are their Bourbon egg rolls. Ground up Bourbon sausage fried in a wonton. Let's go.
Also got my Bourbon egg rolls. Look at this bad boys. This looks so good. Bourbon egg roll. Here we go. Oh my god, this looks so good. Oh man. So now, the wonton itself is delicious. And so they actually ground the Bourbon up. Excuse me. Sorry. They actually ground the Bourbon up. And Bourbon naturally has a ton of ingredients that go with it. A list of them right here. Bah. So now imagine all that ground up and put into a wonton. As delicious as it sounds. And there's a crunch. Bam. Look at that. This is awesome right here. You have the this blue coconut snowball. And these Bourbon egg rolls. Yeah, it's tremendous, dude. I wish I could wrap these up and bring them back to Milwaukee with me, just like this. They also gave me some of this sauce here. That's pretty damn good. My caloric deficit is at like plus 700, and I don't care. That's a tangy sauce. Bam. Ah, that's good. Man, as I was saying yesterday, like, it getting dark sooner messes with me. It's only 6:18 right now. I don't know if you can see it. It's only 6:18 and it feels like it's 8 o'clock, and I've been out here for like 3 hours. But I haven't been. Bourbon egg roll. This is so good. Here comes more. Like the airplane. Woo! Here's the last bit of that Bourbon. The Bourbon egg roll. So good. Bunch of flavor, man. Like bam, 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 bam. Like that. This is legit like the perfect snack to cool off with. Look at that. This is when it starts to become even more like delicious. When it gets to that right there. It's like liquid, but still really cold. You could probably hear it. It's like that. I see why they love these things in New Orleans, man. They're delicious. That's the end of that right there. Bam.
I have a David.
So, I gotta give Bonds double thumbs up. Bourbon egg rolls are fantastic, and that blue coconut snowball. Awesome. So check them out. They're basically just right here in downtown New Orleans, in the heart of it. Give them a shot. So that Bourbon egg roll was tremendous. The snowball, very delicious. Nice way to cool down on a warm night here in beautiful New Orleans. But I'm ready to explore like Bourbon, Canal, and we're doing it here at night because that's the best time. Let's get to it. I'm gonna drag you with me.
This is Bourbon Street. To be honest, I always read about and looked up videos of Bourbon Street, and while it looked awesome, Foodies, let me be 100% honest with you. I never thought I'd be walking up and down this world famous street. I ended up really enjoying the vibes here, even if I'm not a drinker or a partier. I'm really glad that I ended up walking up and down Bourbon Street to get a taste of what it has to offer. Bourbon Street, you know, visiting it at night almost feels like a must for somebody visiting New Orleans to experience, and I can totally see why. Super cool vibes here. I truly enjoyed it. Definitely a highlight of my trip. This is Canal Street. We said we're gonna visit it at night, and here we are. It gives off a way different feel, and I loved how the lights looked wrapped around the palm trees. And how the palm trees kind of made it feel a little bit like what you'd expect from, say, a Las Vegas. Super cool vibes at nighttime here off Canal Street.
Awesome time exploring Bourbon Street and Canal Street and all the other side streets there in the area. Had a great time. I mainly spent about the last hour and a half buying gifts for people close to me in my life. But I think we had a great day. I'm gonna sign off here, catch you up for day 3. See you then. Oh yeah, social media and all that in the description down below. Never know where I end up next, so stay tuned. It's about to rain. I need to get back to my hotel.